Alright, here we have Marvel Transformers crossovers Thor. He's right there in the middle. He comes in a wave with these two other figures, the Captain America crossovers and the repaint of Iron Man crossovers, which I call War Machine. If you do plan on getting this wave, I suggest you pick up the Captain America first, you pick up the War Machine repaint of Iron Man second, and you get him third. Then you think about the Carnage, because I'm on the fence on Carnage. It's a red repaint of Venom, and it's just too red for me. I like Venom black, but Carnage, I would have appreciated the crossover figure to have more black streaks, more black paint applications on the figure. If I do get him, I'll make sure to give a review on him. But in the meantime, we have the crossovers Thor right here in the middle. Even if you stand him up all together, he is the tallest among the wave of new crossovers, the wave 3 of crossovers, and I think he's pretty decent. He's my third favorite, obviously, in the whole lot. So, let's put these two figures aside for a while. Show you the packaging briefly. It's a good. I like the Wave 3 packaging now. For some reason, they're the same as Wave, almost the same as 2 and 1, but I've decided to keep the packaging of Wave 3. I threw away all the other packaging for Wave 1 and 2, but I kind of like the way the colors of this new box packaging of the new figures are. I don't know. I think the art is better. So there. Let's keep it at the background. Okay, here is Thor once again. I don't have a Thor, an actual figure of Thor in my collection. I'm a big Thor fan, and surprise, surprise, I still don't have a Thor figure. I'm sort of waiting for a chance to get the Build-A-Figure Blob Thor by Hasbro. I don't like the Toy Biz Thors because they're a bit too chunky or muscular for me. I like the Hasbro version of Thor in the Blob series, but he's very rare out here, and I'm still waiting for a chance to get him. What I do have is a figure of Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill. Or Beta Ray Bill. In the comic book, he was an alien who got a hold of Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, and turned himself into the god of thunder. Almost the same size. I like the size that Hasbro chose for this particular figure. Okay. Let's put Beta Ray Bill to the side first. Okay, focus on this figure. I like this figure in more ways than what is seen, because I think it's pretty cool that Hasbro was able to make a crossover Thor. It's pretty hard to do Thor, especially with a cape. I just find that these wings make him look like a bat. It doesn't work for me. It's important. I think it's integral to the figure to have a cape on him, but the way they made the wings into a cape, I think the engineering was a little bit off. It was a good attempt to make a cape, but I think they should have gone to the drawing board a few more times with this one. It's got great molding on it. I mean, it's got a lot of these Norse mythology art and whatnot. I just wish they had put a little bit more paint, more gold or yellow in them. Even the robots' limbs, they have great molding and detail, but the paint is just lacking. All they have is black, red and black stripes and some silver, but that's it. If you look at the back, it's a little bit clunky and cluttered out there, so it's not a good view of him. Posability is very good, except it's hindered a lot by these wing parts right here. I had to put it back and then lift the transformation shoulder up so that I could pose him in a good pose, but other than that, the posability is just great. And as I said, these wing cape parts are just in the way. There's no way to pose him great or with a cape down, and that's a real letdown for me. The yellow boots could use some improvement. It just looks like it's just been painted as a kid's toy and not as a collector's toy. But all in all, it's still a decent figure. It's a pretty decent figure. If you can find him and you've already gotten the two other crossover figures, he's a pretty good buy. And highly recommend him. Anyway, stay tuned for part 2 of this review.